Hello, hello. Hello, hi. We are here doing what I thought would be a surprise. Well, it is a surprise. So this is a commission I've got of Jareth the Goblin King as a puppet. So you can see in the thumbnail the body that I've been working on. Today we're going to be working on the head, which is a hot mess, but that's okay. That's why we're working on it. So the hair especially we'll be working on today. I have my phone set up in landscape. If anybody's been watching, you know that I personally can't stand that, but it looks so much better on screen. So I'm going to try and suffer it for you guys, see if I can make it work. And first of all, let me take you through like a little tour of how this one's gonna work. So this is a live 2D model, but it's special because it's not a human, right? It's a wooden puppet. So we're not gonna have the kind of movement that we are used to. And instead, yeah, by the way, there's so much going on. So we'll have a jaw here that opens and closes for talking. This second jaw piece will slide up or slide down and make him either smile or go straight faced. Hi Ozzy, welcome. Good to see you. I guess maybe, I don't know, I'm new to Twitch and I'm new to bots, and I probably shouldn't shout out people that haven't talked yet. Anyway, hi. We have a mechanism here for letting the eyebrows go up and down. We have glass eyes. I really wanted to accentuate, you know, Davy Boy has two different sized pupils, so I wanted to pump that up for the puppet. And in this case, he's got one pretty rainbowy eye and one dark eye. I haven't finished that. We'll work on that later today. But right now, let's focus on the hair because it's the most, how do I say, like, offensive part? So let's see. I don't know where I am in here. I haven't used this in landscape in quite a while. Am I on this layer? Is this the layer I'm currently on? Who knows? No. Probably this one. Yeah, okay. So let's just get rid of all of this. Yeah, let's just get rid of the whole thing. Because I'm not entirely convinced, you know? We'll get rid of the whole thing and we'll start from scratch with our trusty Dip Pen Soft. And I just wanted something that goes behind his shoulders. So it doesn't have to be you know, amazing or anything, but I've already have this clipped layer to it. Something that at least makes sense. That seems right. Let's go ahead and turn some of these off. I can see it completely. There we go. Am I? Okay. It's just the layer, the clipped layer getting me. So for something that just goes behind his shoulders, so we're not going to see this very often, I think that that's a good shape. And now let's work on the color. The fun thing about the clipping layers is I can go over everything without changing its shape that I've already decided on. Which is helpful for this kind of something I really want to do is clean up this mid part. Let's see what that looks like. I am set to public, right? Oops. Mm-hmm. Ah, that's the opacity. Okay, and if we turn on those other layers again. There it is. Much better. Much, much, much better. So this is a funny one because it's not really in the style I'm absolutely used to at all, but it's a good practice for me, you know? So we have this top here. This is the fun little spikes. These were all going to be their own layer eventually. I wanted to give them some color. Because, you know, in the movie, he's got like blue tips in the ballroom scene. I don't know if anybody's noticed that, but if I give him some uh-oh. How'd I end up doing that? Hold on. Now I'm confused. So this is... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So that's bangs. And then this is... Interesting. Okay, so they are separate. Why are they being treated as one? They're not. Okay. Computer's just decided to do that. That's fine. There we go. I'll let it glitch as a little treat. A little treat to itself. Behold, hello! Hi, Nick. I don't know where chat is. Chat's disappeared. I've been shadow banned. It's Let's not make them too symmetrical, you know? It's really good to see you. How have you been doing? We're giving Jareth frosted tips. Just a little bit of color. Honestly, I think it'll look really good. Seems to be the main way of communication between you and the program. It's true. He's got some frosted tips now. It's fun. Hello, hello. It's really, really good to see you. Okay, so I think we need to address this eyeball, which I haven't finished. Have you linked the Discord? Hello, yes I have. It is in the pinned comment. I'm not a huge fan of the cat eye slit. I think it's a little bit too predictable, maybe? Maybe that's a good word. I think we could go with something else. Something more interesting. I've already given him the black sclera, right? What if this is the smaller one? I kind of like the fuzzy though. Kind of like the fuzzy though. Not that. Again, what are you doing? It's just the pen? But I like the... Yeah, we'll give him Hypno Eyes. Makes sense for the character, right? Doing laundry and existing, yeah. Meaningless meetings. Could have been an email. Honestly, I like that, but I'm gonna give it just a little bit more, like... Almost like when you look at a cat's eye. We've done this with the other one. When you look at a cat's eye and it does that shine thing in the dark and it's really spooky. Let's try that out. Which means I'm gonna keep the same pen. I say as I keep clicking the pen. And change the color over to like a green, like a gray green. Oh, okay. Okay. Do not bother me. Do not perceive me. That color's good. It's too close to the hair color. It's giving off robot, not mystical fairy king, right? That's worse. What if instead you get paid for doing nothing, call it a win? I hope so. I think I'm onto something, but not quite, you know? I feel like I'm always right there. Like I'm always on to something, but just out of reach. Meetings ruin my mood. Yeah, meetings are not what we're here for. I am happy that you have escaped containment. That's better. That's a lot better, actually. It makes it look much more glass. You have escaped containment and I'm very proud of you. I have my mic arm now. I have my mic arm and a pop filter. A pop filter. I'm hoping, I haven't tested the audio. I'm hoping that it sounds really, really nice. Perhaps you cannot tell at all. Okay. Eyebrows. Eyebrows have been bugging me for a hot minute because I did them and then I immediately put the bangs on top and I could not see them and I had to edit them. Wow, we've got a lot going on here. Face, nose, eyebrows. There. Mic sounds pretty good. Yay! I have space on my desk again. That's what I'm really excited about, is space on my desk. Oh no, that's fine. I don't expect you to absolutely blast me, right? Jareth's eyebrows do this heavy, heavy wing at the end. I don't think I've captured that enough. Should be like a hard angle. That's better, but we can. Ooh. Oh, that's the problem. Again. My hand keeps touching the opacity. So, like I said, I'm not used to running this on horizontal. But I'm doing it for you guys because I love you so much. That's much better. I still think that there's a little bit of hello. There. There we go. There we go. Okay. So another fun thing that I want to do with this, not as bad as dealing with clients when I was in support. God, yeah. Absolutely. Customer service or client services. I was in client services for a long time and I had many mental illnesses because of it. I want to give him makeup that looks like paint on his face. Okay, which is that the right way to put it? Probably not. I probably want to find my actual face. There we go. Up, 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 up. There. And let's label this so we know what it is now. Makeup. That's true. So let's find... There's probably a paintbrush in here that's not too bad. Watercolor's not quite what we're going for. For some reason this one's talking to me. So let's try that out. I say as I clip it to the to the eraser and not to the pen. That's alright. It was nope. Oh. Hard pastel, right? Yeah, that looks like paint on wood for the most part. And I'm actually gonna put this like under all of the shadows I've done. Maybe I can figure out which ones are the shadow layers. This. Look at a ref real quick. But I'm pretty sure I'm close. And then I think the top of the wing gets the color. No, I was wrong. There's an extra line. There's a black line. Or at least a deep line. I'd say close to blue. That lives. About like that. Go ahead and give him some eyeliner. It's looking like Jareth the Goblin King. Looking like Jareth the Goblin King. I think the eyebrows could do with being darker. There's so many layers. Nose, eyebrows. But like actually a lot darker. I like this brush. I'm going to be using this brush more for this project. I like the paint look. Okay. We're getting somewhere. The nose. I like how the nose has turned out. It's its own layer. It's here. I think we could absolutely do with darker bottom of the nose. How do we visually get over he's evil? Add eyeliner. Is this Batman evil? Is he rich and beating up poverty with the toil? No, he's stealing babies. No, his whole thing is stealing babies. He's that specific brand of evil, which I would say Jareth is not evil. He is simply a fairy, and fairies work on different rules than us. It's a cultural difference, you know? It's very specific. Don't be insensitive. I also want to darken. The fun thing with the face is just there's way too many layers. He throws adolescents into life-threatening situations. That too. I kind of place that as less important than stealing babies, but you have your own ranking of what is evil. Batman's a good guy. He gives people lifelong injuries. He does not kill them. I never understood the, like, Batman doesn't kill people thing. To be completely honest with you, never made sense to me. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You want to be rich beyond reason, you may die. Something like that, yeah. Let's switch this over to overlay instead. Then we can bring it up a bit. And I want to add some little cheek highlights. It looks kind of like glitter, and you know he wears so much glitter. Kind of like freckles. That's true. That's true. Anything that does superheroes, you do have to accept the assert. I don't like superheroes. And I know that's controversial. That's a hot take. At least it was in, I don't know, 2019. But I don't know. For me, I've never really liked superheroes ever. I don't like the idea. I don't think it's interesting. I understand the cultural importance, but it's just the stories aren't interesting to me. Fairy stories. Fairy stories, on the other hand. Now we're getting somewhere. That's... Labyrinth is one of my favorite movies. If I had to pick, like, actually favorite movies. Last Unicorn. Labyrinth. Perhaps the Madoka trilogy. I walked in an uninteresting conversation. Hello! Hi, Stephanie. Don't really like them either because of the stories. I just watched some superhero movies that were good. Most of the Spider-Man ones. The main line adventures until, like, Endgame. Yeah. Like, they must be some kind of good. If they're less popular, right? They're just not for me. Just not for me. I don't like it symmetrical like that. Matrix trilogy is not superheroes. What did I walk in on? Villains are way more interesting. Yeah, villains. I like villains a lot. I do appreciate valid crash outs. Nose, I want to do the same thing. Hi, Story. Hello. Neo isn't a superhero. You want to stake that stance. I do. I do. I am taking the stance that Neo is not a superhero and that Matrix is not a superhero movie. I will die on this hill and I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to do it. I only read the book. I really recommend The Last Unicorn movie. I really recommend The Last Unicorn new movie. It is tied with Labyrinth as my favorite film. So we are here. It is thrilling. The man himself. We're working on the face today. Last Unicorn is exquisite. It's so true. Why is that? What do you mean by why? Like, why do I think that Neo's not a superhero? Or why is The Last Unicorn my favorite? I can explain both of them. Last Unicorn. I didn't know this, but apparently it was The animation team, eventually, most of them went on to form Studio Ghibli, like the backbone of it. The talent, it makes sense, honestly, when you look at it. I told Lynn it was my favorite movie when we met, and it took years and years and years to get them to watch it. I don't know why. I think just convenience. And when they finally did, they were like, wow, yeah. I see why it looks exactly like your art style. And I'm like, oh, it does? I've decided I don't like this, so we're going back. Am I allowed to give notes here? Yes, you are. I don't think it's any secret that Story is the client for this commission. And you're absolutely allowed to give notes here. I don't like what I was doing, so I'm doing it again. But on a different layer. Howl's Moving Castle got me into anime. Light in that yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Hold on. I was cooking. I was cooking. This looks really nice. Okay. Who is she, though? Who is she, though? Wow. Story's the client. I thought you were doing it for the love of the game. I mean, kind of, right? You tell me to make a Jareth puppet, I'm gonna get all behind that. Do I have the chat on correctly? Because I think I missed your first message. Story wants a birch tree. We can try it. Let's see what we can do. What I have in here. So we'll start with the chin and see if that makes sense. Just looking at the chin. So I could come in here. Yeah, that does make it look whitewashed, huh? I liked the look of natural wood, but let's try. Yeah, this looks like the natural wood I have given a whitewash. It doesn't look like birch. It doesn't look like a white wood, right? It looks like whitewashed normal wood. Let's see if that looks good with the face too. It'll cover up his makeup, which I'm not a huge fan. Turn off symmetry. It doesn't have to be symmetrical. It's paint. If you're happy with a stay in your grove, we're gonna figure it out. Always pictured him made of a whitewashed wood or a very pale wood. Here we've whitewashed it. It's taken it, it's made it much more gray. It certainly does look like we have put a soft layer of white paint over the wood. It does look good. YouTube has been glitching for a few days with comments. They've been behaving stranger. Specifically yours, Story. Specifically yours. I always feel like I'm missing one. If Tree, the hair can be autumn colors like red, orange, and yellow. Ooh, that's an option. So I'm not a huge fan of the way that this has turned it more gray instead of lighter. It does look realistic. I'll say that. It does look like we have put a thin layer of white over this wood, but Yeah, really, just specifically your comments. I always feel like I'm missing one. Let's see if we edit this layer in particular, my actual texture layer. If we can, probably hue, saturation, and lightness, right? What? What? Hold on. Filter? Hue, saturation, lightness. Where is it? Would love to know. Where do I hit to adjust? Okay. I might have to turn it this way. Hold on. It's gonna look weird for a minute. It's gonna look weird for a minute. Don't freak out. I have to get in here. Filter. Yeah, that's, you have to show me it, right? Trying to censor story time, yeah. Let's not change hue, but I'm gonna pull up lightness, but also saturation, right? I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. I think it looks like bad wood makeup, right? Like it's just a white person with bad wood makeup on. So let's not do that. It's also, let's get rid of all of this. I've also decided I don't like that. Can't see his makeup as well, and that's like a really, really important part of his character. Can we make it a little pink or lilac or shimmery? Yeah, I've tried to add some nice shimmer, but we can absolutely play with having the shimmer be a different color, or like white lilac washing. Lilac washing the wood. Let's try that. Make him look more fairy-like, right? So instead of a white paint, we're gonna go over it with a kind of lilac paint. Ooh, wait a minute. I'm already enjoying this. Hold on. It doesn't make it gray anymore. That's the nose. I want to try it on the face specifically. Here we go. It does gray it out a little bit, but there's so much more color left in it. If I especially like went in and made different parts a little darker, right? Around the edges. See? Wait, I'm liking this. Like, would this be considered a cherry wood? Oh, I'm so bad at wood, right? I like it. Yay! Let's do that on, we did it on the chin, 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 chin. Smile mechanism, we do have to put it on there. We'll add our dark color here. Ah, ooh. Ooh, she's cooking, yeah. It's gotta have all the charisma of the original. I don't know, if I was casting for Labyrinth today, like if we, not necessarily a remake, right? But just imagine a universe where Labyrinth didn't exist and we were making it today. We were making it exist. We would absolutely get Chapel Roan for Jareth. We would absolutely get Chapel Roan for Jareth. There's no way around it. Ethereal, beautiful, right? Otherworldly, strange, but like pop star. Because, right? Jareth is a pop star. Even if he's a fairy. He's a pop star fairy. Apparently that's too much. Barry. Unthinkable. I know, it's not like a fun universe to be in, but we would be correcting the timeline, right? We would be correcting the timeline. Evil pop star fairy. Again, I wouldn't call Jareth evil. It's a cultural difference. He's a fairy. Thinking. Story said something about the chin. Oops, do not reorder those. And that would be this layer. We have to play with the texture itself with that one. I wonder if I just shrink it, if it'll like undo what I did, or if I have to be... Well, yeah, kind of, but see? What, to like teach her a lesson? Of unselfish love, right? Chat, I'm cooking! Oh my gosh. I didn't think it would look this good today. Distinctive Bowie-shaped lips. The thing with that is I'm really hesitant to make it look any more like David Bowie. I want it to look like Jareth, right? Because I don't want it to look like a death mask. I don't want it to be forcing, right, this upon something. Something about it just feels icky if I make it look 100, like, right, if I take a digital scan of his face, right? That kind of thing. I don't like it. But obviously it still looks like Jareth. Anybody who looks like at this is gonna be like, oh yeah, that's Jareth. However, you are correct, the lips look weird. You are correct, the lips look strange. Taking her from girls from without stealing her innocence. We don't get enough stories like that. That's true. We don't get enough stories where it's not a selfish love. Like, not even love, I would say. It's not taking. There you go. We don't get enough stories where things aren't taken. Dude, if I saw that approaching me, I'd walk the other way. Let's turn off one of these lips and work on just one at a time, you know? And I still am not completely sure what these are made out of. I'm leaning towards foam because I think it would be strange if I made them articulated, right? Because the idea is it moves up and down. The top lip, by that extent, if it was made of wood, would have to be articulated. Or made of foam. I suppose the bottom lip would be able to be made of wood solid, but it would look weird if it didn't match the top lip. Let me look at lips. I need to look at lips for a minute. Longer. Let's try making him longer. Hello? I told you felt tip pen. Thank you. He does it knowing that her success means his loss. Of the baby? Of Toby? I suppose so. He's not, like, aching for new goblins. It feels to me more like, just a fun fairy quest? Question mark? It's a very fairy story to send someone out to do something that they think is terrible, but it's to teach a lesson. His loss of her. Good point. I need to make that area darker on the face. I wish it had a recent option. That would be nice. It was hard pastel. There we go. That's better. That's much better. I kind of like that it's a different, more saturated. Oh. Aw, no, I like that part. That doesn't make it sound any better. Where is this? Where is this coming from? Where is this? Is this on smile mechanism? No? Oh, it's an empty spot. Okay, no, I'm understanding now. I'm understanding now. I understand. Understand. There we go. Much better. And then where was I? I was on the lips. Bottom lip. Here we go. I think it very much needs to be a different color. But the shape seems much better now. And since we've given him this purple tinge, right? These lips don't look dead or anything. I do want them to feel lively, but it was yeah, and I think it's all the better for it. It would have been not remembered nearly as fondly if he had. This color is hard to find. Purple heartwood. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. It was the right call, yeah. It's this lip color I'm having a time, but I'm sure that that's the bane of every makeup artist, right? Is getting the perfect lip color. We're gonna go with that for now. It feels right. I'm gonna have to work on my shadings because my shadings aren't the right color anymore, but successfully exercised a coke demon. What? What does that mean? So the idea here, for me, like I said, because I have to be able to make him smile and frown. I will die on this hill. It's important for Jareth's character. And so this mechanism, and I think it looks fun. I think it looks really fun, right? But that means I need to know what they will look like up and down. I think that's too long. The bottom lip was too short, and now this is too long. That looks much more correct. That's better. I really like my charcoal. To go find it every single time. What if it's hard. I thought it was hard pastel plain, not mod. Hard pastel, there we go. So we'll grab this, we'll get a darker color. And again, I just really like this brush. It actually looks like paint, which makes him feel much more real. Not that this would be painted in paint, but you know what I mean. I think that's better. I think that's a lot better. Now, this needs some help. Let's go ahead. We're getting into the details now, which I didn't think we would be doing at this point. Let's get down to face, where we have our multiplying our overlay layers, and we need to make this look like it's actually curving. I also like this because it gives texture, it makes it feel like actually wood. Where am I? Oh, I'm on face. Don't do that. Right, we wanted to change the colors. We're here for it. We're doing it. Oh, right, I changed it and it looks weird. Oh, it doesn't look too weird. Okay. I wasn't even paying attention. Filter. Use saturation. No, don't do that. We want to put it right at 0. And then change it just enough that it looks more like it belongs. $65 seems right. We'll do the same thing here. Filter. This one. Yep. And same with the chin. And I will look at it and I will see if I like it, and maybe we will go back. No, I like it. And then don't stop. In here, or probably an overlay. I'd like to start making this part a lot darker. It's going to always be in shadow. Maybe not an overlay. Looks so good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is this on the overlay layer, or is this... No. Multiply layer? Maybe? Heck yeah, that looks so good! I was cooking! I think his makeup could be just a little bit more like pure white streak or two. Ah, because it's underneath. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah. Hunger's a beautiful film. Like, the plot is extremely mid, but it's possibly the prettiest film I've ever seen. I very much recommend it if anyone likes vampires, David Bowie, lesbians, gorgeous cinematography. If you like any of the above, watch the horror. Not horror, sorry. Watch Hunger. The Hunger. I guess it's a horror film. The horror. Yeah. The horrors. God, it looks so good. Okay. We are putting some rainbow into these sparkles I did earlier. Don't do that. Stop it. Okay, so it's this layer, these overlay layers. I made them with yellow. So if we add some, let's say some green maybe in spots. I'm on face, right? I'm on chin. Probably not symmetrical. Some blues, some orange. Doesn't give rainbow. I think I need to actually like... We'll work on the face one first because I think I have a plan. Stop it! Stop reordering the layers. I'm just trying to scroll. My god. Okay. No, it's not a bad story by any stretch. It's just very... It has good ideas. It's just not what you expect. Or maybe... I don't know. It's a little mid, but it is not bad. It's not bad at all. The cinematography, though. Fantastic. Okay, so I want to get like an actual... literal rainbow. Do you have like a rainbow in here? Fire, water, light, color. You got a rainbow. You got fireworks. I just want like a rainbow. Light sticks. Explosions? No, just like a bubbles? No. Just like a rainbow, my guys. I guess the bubbles are rainbow. No. Constant. Hello? What is this? Hello? Here we go. Okay. Rainbows. Okay, I want this one in particular. Sure. Unclip it so I know where the heck it is. Where is it? There it is. Jeez. Get up here. No! No way! She did an amazing job. It's so gorgeous. No, not that one. Ooh. Hey, chat. That's amazing. Tell her it is the most beautiful movie I have ever watched. Never before has a cello looked so good. Yeah! Okay, chat. How do we like this effect? For like the sparkles hitting the light. I can make this happen in the program. I can make the sparkles follow the color like this. Say Whippet named Gru. Oh, I love noodle dogs. Greyhounds and Whippets. Those are my favorites. It looks pretty good. Okay, cool. Then we're gonna have that be part of it. So these are face sparkles. Or face glitter, I guess? I will tell her when I see her in the morning. Oh, I think it looks good. Let's do it with the other ones too. We can duplicate. Pull up to smile mechanism. Same thing there. And then one more time. Duplicate. You like it too? Yay! I'm glad. Now I have to check and see if I'm lying to everyone. If I change this to normal, how bad does it look? No? Okay, wait, that didn't make it bad. It's a little more pronounced. But if I Lower the opacity a little bit more, maybe. Yeah, it's in the opacity. What's going on there? I never wanted it to be there. Why is it there? I want something more like... Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, that's better. Oscar for French Lieutenant's Woman. Well, that's on our to watch list now. Absolutely. Up here, one more time, bring this down, pull it down to there-ish. That's good. I like that. I like that a lot. Delicate bird-like thing, everyone adores her. I adore her too, and I haven't even met her. This looks so nice. Meryl Streep being iconic for 2 hours straight. We love to see it. Something more this color. Dang. Was I working on a normal layer and didn't realize it on the chin? I think I was. I don't want that. I'm so confused. I'm lost. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not like that. Hmm. There. There we go. Again, I'm on cheek. No, I'm on nose. Did chin. There we go. Oh, it's not dark enough. Okay. overlay layer? No? What's stopping me from darkening that? It's strange. Oh, it's on alpha lock, that's why. Yeah, so that's not what I want at all. I want like this and way less. There we go. Oh, good job. I'm so glad, Stephanie. That's awesome. Ask to take a photo of Gru. I would love a photo of Gru. That would make me happy. Or like I did normal layers on here. Yeah. Wait, I think that's the top of the makeup. So I lied. No. Oh, eraser. Not what I wanted. Sometimes you have to try new things to figure out if you like them or not, and I didn't like that. I do want it darker in there, but I don't like the straight line. That's better. That's better. Mind my battery, dear. We just got a warning when you're looking at the chat. Nice. Thanks. Ah, thank you, Nick. Nope. There we go. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Gosh, that's looking nice, actually. Actually, kind of really proud of myself for this one. No, not. I'm going to want to close this off. Eyebrow bangs. Under the bangs, we'll have bang shadow. Looks amazing, thank you. Do a little victory dance. Heck yeah. I need to drink some water too. Okay. Now we have to give the same level of love to the hair, which you can tell does not have it. Now hair is not textured like wood is, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get away with this new brush I really like. But let's play with the bangs. We have 2 normal layers here. Let's see what they're doing. Well, okay, actually. It gives the sense of strands, which is in fact what I'm going for. If he's magic, do you think he'd trade a shiny rock to get rid of my headache? Maybe. Honestly, he seems like a nice guy. Oh, I don't want to keep like erasing it. What I want is like a different. Well, maybe. What if I? That's more correct. Trying to draw realistic hair is absolutely not what I'm used to doing. But I think I'm not doing a terrible job. There needs to be much darker spots though. Especially up here. You remind me of the babe. That's been stuck on my head for like a month now since I've been working on this. I mean, that's my own choice that I made to work on this, but you know. Use your sword into war. Man, I admiring all dogs, all dogs, all dogs, all dogs. Ribbon Keeper, yay, I saw you join. Came from a Cary Grant film. Ooh, I didn't know that. You gotta see posts. What, babe? What, babe? It reminds me of my like my all-time favorite meme. Maybe this is hyperbole. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is my all-time favorite meme. But the meme of things in camouflage, like a person in a camouflage shirt or something, and people are like, what person? I don't see anybody there. I think you're crazy. I don't know, there's something about it. Something about the joy that I find. Okay, we're gonna turn off bangs because we like what we see. top hair. Ah, is that one? We don't need to worry about that. We can turn that off as well. He is bald. Bald, 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 bald. Gives me a chance to fix this makeup because that doesn't look good. Again, I want it to look painted. Like it's been painted on. And I think that that's not too bad. Did I have symmetry on? No, I did not. That's okay. It's painted. It doesn't have to be symmetrical. In fact, I'd argue it shouldn't be symmetrical. Washing the outside chairs, you're getting the absolute treatment. Princess. Yeah, I was like, oh, Lynn's going down for another nap? No, okay. Not specifically this color. Better. Jareth the dress for a Rocky Horror. Okay, so there's that. Close this back up again. And we are well, let's just turn this whole thing off. It'll look real weird. Don't worry about it. Don't stop. And we're gonna work on our hair. So again, I'm gonna be turning off. Well, no, I don't want that actually. We'll just start here. Thank you very much for the confetti. Thank you. It's not usually a tips kind of day. I don't know if I'll be able to get over it without the face, but we're gonna get through it. RH? What's that? Oh, Rocky Horror. Yeah, I've only seen it once and I unfortunately was not a huge fan. Okay, so what is this? What am I looking at here? This is our side hairs. Okay. Why that's there, couldn't tell you, so we're gonna get rid of it. Sorry, I locked in. Wait. Gotta check back up with cat chat because I was gone mentally. Hello? This one, this is the hair, I believe. This is this, it is. Now this one is less bad. It still needs some work. But I am much less upset with it than I was the others. Dumb fun, yeah. Turn off your brain kind of stuff. That makes sense. Then last we have... Nope, that's... I lied. So this is the hair up here, which I think we can absolutely do with some more of this. Okay, and then finally, this is the hair all the way in the back. And I'm going to have to clean all this up as like layer shapes, I suppose. But that's for later. Right now, I just want to... This is like all behind his shoulders. Probably aren't ever gonna see it, but I want it to be there for movement, because you know we have to have a lot of hair in order to make movement look like it's happening. Looks like Rasputin. Weird anime girl Rasputin. I think it's specifically the Anastasia version because of the like something about the eyeballs floating, you know? Okay, we're turning it all back on. We're gonna see how it looks, what needs fixed. So that's the stuff at the bottom. Things. And face. Hey, hey, hoo, hey. Hello. You come here often? I think side hair. Top hair bangs. Side bangs. This needs a little more like dark and light happening here. How are we feeling, chat? I think I'm cooking. Did not expect it to look this nice. Back here could use some help. Ooh, stop it! I'm just trying to scroll, my guy. Oh! It looks nice. Okay. I'm cooking indeed, yay! It's because I'm just, I guess, better at things that aren't human. A stalker got rid of her by taking her out to coffee and just complaining about his life and boring her to tears. Is it Tim Curry or Rasputin? Or is Tim Curry Rasputin? Tim Curry cast as Rasputin. Okay. So we're going to save this. Well, okay. We're going to have to take this off for a minute. Particularly save this. Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson cast as Rasputin would also go hard. He would embody that role. So we're taking this. I'm gonna put us over here on our, not queue, on chat, which I'm still trying to figure out how to make work, but we'll get there eventually. And we're gonna see how it looks. See how it looks? We're gonna have to change some wood tones, I know that much. So here we are at the body, it's loading. He lies in interviews just for fun. That sounds like the most Robert Pattinson thing. Like, he's such a weirdo, but like a fun weirdo. Oh, I did lie. We do have to stay here. For my own privacy. Not that there's much to hide. I just, you know. So let's fix the wood tone on the chest first. And then we can take a look and see how he looks all together. So this is the layer where we're going to change wood tone. We got it up to like here-ish. That's, yeah, no, that's right. Patterson took his stalker out to coffee. Yeah, I didn't realize that either. It's really cool. Okay, chat. Okay, chat. This is what we've got so far. Whole thing all together. Get him out of the sparkles for a second. How are we feeling? He's looking a little bit Joker-like with the shadows here. Up close, it looks fantastic. Honestly, in my opinion, but pulled back, it does look like a Joker smile. And I'm wondering if we can correct that, right? During the Water for Elephants press tour, Patterson said he had quite a troubled relationship with the circus due to a traumatic clown car explosion incident he witnessed as a child. Hello. That's amazing. Yeah, that is amazing. I wonder if we can't go in here. And this is obviously not going to look right because we're not layer. Not overlay. I guess not. We want screen. Is that what I have? Yeah. Like if we pretended we whitewashed just this section of the wood. Just to make it stage makeup, I suppose you could say. Because if we zoom out, right? We zoom out, it doesn't look as jokery. It looks better. It looks a little strange up close. And remember, this isn't perfect because we're not on a layered surface. I just saved a picture of what we had. But we're just gonna pretend like we painted just that underside. Can we zoom out? That looks much better zoomed out. Zoomed in? More or less. But I think we could make it work. I think we could make it work. Oh, I'm erasing it. My bad. What if we picked like a eggshell color instead? This is all theory. This is all testing. See? Zoomed out, much better. Zoomed in. A little strange, but still just kind of puppety. It also feels kind of like the very drastic makeup marks that like drag queens have, which is also extremely Jareth. I think we can make it work. We would steal this color up here for the painted for the makeup. Okay. So, like I said, this is where I'm at. Trying to see if it's a little bit delayed now. I think he's looking fantastic. His sleeves are gonna be just a whole thing. He used to be a hand model. It's a drug dealer in high school who imported substances in floppy disks. Furniture designer who makes tiny chairs out of clay. Nice. You like the chin better now? Good. Okay. Yeah, I fixed it a little bit. Because I remember you said something. So I changed it a little bit. I think it's a lot less harsh now. Those are really good. That's kind of, it's about as funny as the list of Furby glitches on Wikipedia. Okay, so I'm gonna take a quick break to get some water. And I'll be right back, okay? Everybody be kind. And if anybody pops in, be nice to them. Guys, I get to have my water bottle back. I get to have my water bottle back. It's been holding my mic. It's been holding my mic for what feels like months. And I get to have it back. I finally got an arm. I got an arm for my mic. Summary of lies. I'm checking up. Who needs water? The Lapine Mogul makes a pop noise. No, it doesn't. Promise I did not program in a pop noise. Is his head too small? Let's look at it. We're gonna keep this for now. Make it like literally. You have to be aggressively. Teeny tiny changes make a huge difference at this scale. That feels better. Right? That feels better. 103%. Gotta move my bunny bucks to the other side. I do be sipping on this side. Oops. There we go. I'm gonna go with 103%. I think it looks better. Yeah, the sleeve will be like a whole thing. I'll have to, in the live 2D program, duplicate it multiple times and set it up 105. Maybe? Yeah? That seems right. I'll be duplicating his little buttons. I have to work on his boots and his hand. I refuse to work on hands on stream. I'm so bad at them. But let's look at boots. Let's look at boots. I'm pretty sure that there's leg and then boot. Like, it doesn't stop at the knee in this outfit. I don't think so. There's some references here. Boots. Oh! I thought that they had, like, little piratey flares on them, but they don't. Yeah, so there's some knee, but basically just knee. And then straight leather boots. Same boots he wears. I guess, is this the same outfit with a jacket? It is, yeah. Is this a cosplay or is this a reference? I think it's a cosplay. Absolutely fantastic cosplay if I can't tell. Okay, so yeah, just knee and then boots. Looks amazing. Thank you very, very much. Cuban heels. Yes. We gotta have them Cuban heels. Okay. The thing is I don't want to make anything smaller to lose any kind of data, right? So we're going to have to make the canvas bigger. thinking, is 8,000 gonna be just like way too much? 750. That looks right, right? Yeah. Let the program think about it really hard. I think the pop filter does more than I thought it did. I think it's making things sound good. I need to go back and listen to it. But I'm excited to be recording things with the new setup. I'm so excited for the party. I'm really, really excited to get to read that sleep meditation my friend wrote. Really looking forward to that. Okay, what's that? What's that? What layer has that on it? Very clearly, I have made a mistake somewhere. That's alright. So, up here, we're just gonna start sketching. We're start sketching. I unfortunately... Oh, let's turn this on. Okay, so we have that, and then we're gonna have something like that. They're very undefined, the boots are. Like it almost feels like just leather wrapped around your leg. Nope, not what I wanted. And they're very flat, extremely flat down here, with an itty bitty tiny sole that is not made for walking. That sole is not made for walking even a little bit. And they're kind of pointy too. They come up. About there. Now they do have a little bit of like wrinkling to them. That's why I said like they feel very thin, like a thin layer of. And I swear somebody's playing that outside. By the moon. That's a choice at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Something like that. And then it does get tighter down here. Which means we're going to need to come down to leg. Underneath here, you will be surprised to learn how I've set up this model. It's different from the way I've been doing them before, where I have, let's see if I have found a good, the sleeve's a good example. I have one layer for, uh-oh. It's hitting its limit. One layer that's for the lines. Another layer that's for the actual shape of the arm. And then I have a texture layer that's just the fabric texture. And then on top of that will be the shading. So each piece is 1, 2, 3, 4 layers instead of 1 in the other ones that I've made, or in Lady Lapine. I think it will give me more control over things. Or it could just make me tear my whole everything out of my head. I particularly want to do it this way because I want to make sure that when we move, like, I feel like this effect in particular is going to be really important for movement on this model. This is really going to sell stuff. Now that doesn't have to happen with things like these. Those are cut from one piece, you see the whole thing, or most of it at least. This doesn't need to do that. But the sleeves that are rotating, it does. The legs that will rotate, it does. So some pieces are not like that, but particularly the legs and the arms, they are like that. This legs will also be like that. So down here, we're going to the sleeves. What question? What is the question? I was just verifying the sleeves being important. Yeah. Yeah. So here we'll have that. Let's turn down our... Hello? Where did I put... Oh, I put it here. Okay. Like, where did my sketch layer go? It's here. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that shape. Up here it could be better. Yeah, there's that. The fun part now is I can do this. Set it up for expand. I think I had it at 3. Oh no, I think that's way too small. 5. Yeah, that's better. We're gonna grab our line color. We're going to invert selection. And we're going to bucket current layer, make a new layer underneath, and fill. Fills on both sides. Remove, and now we have a line. I didn't have to draw a line, I just drew a shape. I'm learning that my brain works with shapes and not with lines. So, a happy day for me there. I am going to then get into leg. We want this texture. We're stealing it, bringing it down. Putting it away. There we go. It's on that. Off, please. Remove. Thank you. Oh, okay, I see. Ah, perfect. Okay, and then we're going up into here. Couldn't be less straight. It makes sense to the ability to flatten 3D objects in my head so well. Yeah, I feel like I've always been pretty good at that. Oh, I guess I ruined the texture there. I'll have to re-import it. Okay, we're headed out, guys. Hold on one sec. We're coming over here. I'll be right back. But I need to import my texture. Easy peasy. And now we have a real, or at least I probably pleather, but texture. Let's rotate it this way. A real leather texture. Maybe it's a little too wrinkled, but I think like that. That's pretty good. Perhaps we get more out of it if we do it like that. So there's one. We'll duplicate it. We will flip it. And have, I don't want it to be exactly the same. So we'll find another good spot. Maybe like there. Get this out of the way. So now I can come in here and erase just, well, so that's not what I want. Interesting. Has to be at least there. Yeah, how are you feeling? Erase it where... This is where my years of teenage photo bashing comes into play. was my favorite thing to do as a teenager. I had a lot of weird hobbies as a teenager. So now, let's get rid of this real quick. Again, duplicate, flip. Not that way, flip this way? Nope. This way? Yeah. So, clearly, it's not perfect yet. But we have texture, and texture is really important for what I'm trying to do right now. So on top of this texture, I'm able to get around the house now. I left the house for the first time yesterday, and it's fall now. The seasons changed while I was in bed. It's fall now. It's gorgeous. I had a lovely teeny tiny walk. Made me very happy. So on top of all of this, we will have a multiply layer where we're going to just real easy put in some depth to this. I'd like to pull up my sketch so it's easier to see. Don't do that though. Now don't worry, again, this is all just building. I can also get into this texture. This will be a lot. And we're going to fuck with it just a little bit. The bed was a cute addition, but I'd rather see you being Leonis. Thank you very much. The bed was cute, but yeah, it was too much. Shape this texture to our liking. That's better. Same with the other side. This will absolutely crash the program at some point. Just be ready for it. Forgot this isn't set up exactly. There we go. Oh, did I do it? Did I crash the program? You can crash as a little treat. Is it back yet? Nope. Okay. Hi, how are you guys doing? How's your day? How you doing? What's going on? I'm just waiting for my program to come back. Forced rest. Forced break. Crash is a little treat. There, oh, there it goes. There it goes. Somehow the head went behind. What the hecky heck happened with the head? Where'd it go? Oh, is the head my sketch layer? Yes. Nice. Looks terrible. Let's keep at the grind. I'm gonna have to fix that somehow. Ninja Jareth? Okay, let's pull this way down. And let's do it with not a red color. Let's do it with more of a purple. Much better. Much, much better. And we'll kind of work on pillow shading for a second. I would also like to just inject some color in here because they are red leather boots. That's it. That's the one. Okay, so that I've erased all of our shading, but we'll do that on top of. We'll do that here. That gives me an idea of what I'm doing. Is this not normal? It is. Now, I'm also going to pull up, because I'm not loving the dark spots on that. It was really nice for the black of this, but the light is too harsh here with the darks. So we are going to screen this on top here, bring those blacks up. They don't have to be crazy up, but I do want them to be further up. Those are leather boots. Those are just some leather boots. Those boots are not made for walking, no. I am so excited for the stars to open up. Okay, we're gonna add another screen layer because again, I want to lighten just like this part. I'm wondering, oh, that's... Okay, we can, but we have to be careful with it. Okay, and then on the toes. Those are just leather boots. I love this job. I love this job. I just get to like make leather boots out of nothing. Okay, so I'm not a huge fan of the way I set this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my base layer here and I'm going to take out everything, oops, other way around, everything that isn't the boot. So we have lost sight of the knees. Knees are gone. We're just getting boot. You can already tell that the textures, so that we're deleting the, well, we're putting these away. We're putting these away for a minute. Getting this. Deleting our lines here, leaving a line for the boot. Not that big though. Like maybe there. I did not have mirror on. That was my mistake. Okay, now that's just boots. Make leather boots out of lines and stock photos and your mind. Exactly. Makes me happy. So then, underneath this is where we will put the knees. And the knees will live... Well, let's turn symmetry on. Stop. I'm the David Blaine. Might need to bring me back to my tasks. I think your tasks will be what is distracting you, but that's fine. Okay, so that's knees. These get clipped onto knees. Knees gets lines. already bad at it myself. I might not be. That's okay. Grab our line color. Bucket into a new layer. And now our knees have lines. Let's go ahead and fix the lines here because they weren't too great that I did. Now you're gonna say these lines need some help. Let's go ahead and get rid of this bottom part. Well, no, I would be moving that away myself in the program. Okay, never mind. I wouldn't mind having those shoes. Mind shoes. Okay. How are we feeling? How are we feeling about this? My weird little ball jointed doll we've been making. I like it. I think it looks nice. My leather riding boots would be such a good search term to get you on the right track. Yes. Absolutely. I know I'm going to want to cut these out so that it's the feet are separate from the leg. Let's go ahead and do that while I'm thinking about it. So we have knees, and then here, again, we'll turn on, well, no, lasso. Oops. This, no. Okay. This part. And this part. We're going to duplicate, cut, remove. So now I have made, well, no, I shouldn't have done that. We're not cutting. There we go. We'll do that in a second. So this is bottom leg. And this is feet. Okay. Notice that that kind of mucked everything up. That's okay. We are going to take this, and we'll look crazy for a second. Okay. And then we're going to give them a folder. They desperately need a folder. This is the lower leg folder. am going to do that. Huh? What are you loading about? Feeling feelings for sure. Positive ones. Yay! I might have crashed it again. We'll find out. Here we go. Okay. The thing is, we will duplicate this folder. Jareth's been working hard on being created. It's true. Okay. And now this one, we'll take our feet here. Erase. Erase. And now we have the feet doing their things. He's allowed to crash a couple times as a treat. Lasso. Nope, not lasso. Magic wand. Invert. New layer. Underneath. Bucket. Fill. Remove selection. And I can rename this to You've been stuck inside that labyrinth for so long. There's a lot going on there. I think he's looking good. 40 years. Okay. So down with the feet. I do want to have a normal layer up here. We will clip it. And we will give the souls, I suppose they're called, some definition. Being here might be worse. Maybe, yeah. Maybe. Okay. Now I think somewhere in my cleaning... Nope, I didn't. Okay. Up here we have this, and I can now work on his pendant. I am going to turn on symmetry for this one. Let me make sure I'm... He seems pretty crafty. He is pretty crafty, I'd say. basic shape. I can just use a circle. Okay, so there's the basic shape of our pendant. I am going to pop on over to my stock image website. If y'all ever need stock images, very highly recommend Unsplash. It's fantastic. And I'm going to search for a silver stock image. See if I can't find just a flat, shiny silver, like almost like a orb, but probably not an orb. Something flat-ish, shiny silver texture that we can overlay on top of this. Almost like a car. Ah, I say that and a car comes up. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to download that. Save. Send it to myself on Discord. I'm a very, very smart girl. And I know how to manage files. Take us over here to chat. Download it onto my phone from my Discord. Image saved. And import the picture into our program. Completely seamless. No need for notes. Don't at me. Okay. So here we have our car image. And we want to take this really nice shiny bit. It has a lot of texture to it. Shrink it way down. And have it be... I probably actually want it to be symmetrical. So let's give it like this. Y'all, do you think we can get to 200 subs before the week out? I know we can get to 200 before our party. I know for sure we can get to 200 before our party. I'm going to duplicate, flip. And now we have this very pretty big texture. Let's shrink it down some more. but not too much. We want to be able to have that movement. Get rid of all the noise we don't need. And clip it to our shape. And you're like, Briar, that's nothing. Why did you do that? Why did you bother with that? Because, look. That's nice. I think it looks nice. I think maybe it'll look better like that. Yeah, I think that looks nice. Silver. You know? 5 subs more or less, you can do it. Yeah! I know I can. We got like half a month. We got like 2 weeks, we'll be fine. So this does need to be on multiply. Or maybe screen? No, it should be probably on normal. He's a silver girly. Well, get this. That's not all. He has a gold, it has a gold circle on it. He's a mixed metal girly. Cool convo teaches me to step out for a moment. You don't like it that much? Y'all would not believe what the front of my house looks like. I hope that you mean that in a good way. Mixed metal king. Literal king. Oh, stepped out and missed good stuff. Oh, no, it's fine. Don't worry. We took a car and we made it into a very pretty... Nope, not that. A very pretty shine for his necklace. Goblin and mixed metal king. Let's turn the sketch back off. And get to some shading. Now with this, we're definitely not doing any kind of texture on metal. We just want real, basic, off pillow shading. Tiny bit around this outline as well. Hi, Arlie! Thanks for joining! That's not too bad. It can be lowered a bit. Yeah, okay. A little bit darker on like the dark on the edge. Not like that though. There, and now it looks rounded. Now I need to look at a reference to see what the symbol is on his pendant. Jareth pendant. I'm sure there's big old symbols. Aha! Oh, it's almost like a bunny? It's kind of an infinity sign, but to me, I'm obviously going to be biased. Ah, I also messed up a little bit. Okay, so the shape is different than I thought. Shape's gonna be more... has like a... lip to it there, and it curls in way more than it looks like it does. Like that. And the top is just a little bit pointier. That's more like it. Okay. So while I'm here, let's fix our shading. Don't do that though. Ooh. Ah, thank you for the confetti again. Thank you, thank you. I was looking at references. Oops. Why are we making the goblin cake? It's a commission, yeah. Ooh, nail appointment. That looks good. And then we have our shine. That will move. That looks really nice! That looks really nice. Okay. Oh yeah, that it does, doesn't it? Okay. And then one more time, looking at the references for the symbol in here, we have, let's get a nice, real deep dark. Real small. It's kind of, oh, do not do that. It is not symmetrical. Hmm. Nope, those are supposed to meet. And then here there's another piece. Here there's, sorry, I'm locked in order to get this right. And then there's like a shark fin on top. It's very like oceany because then on the bottom it has this like swirl thing like this. It looks like a leaf and a wave to me. Looks very oceany. Oh, and there's another, okay. Yeah, there's another one here. And another one. And this is soft. And this is soft. And this is not that shape. This is... yeah. Yeah, like that. And then on top of that, we got what we want, some just general shading. Not like that though. Hey, that looks like a necklace. Is he a fairy or is he a siren? Ooh. He's melodramatic and poetic enough to be accepted by the Klingons. That's very cute. Okay, so that'll be the pendant. Let's give it a folder as well. And it goes behind the shirt ruffle. I don't think that's quite right. I think I missed some stuff. What's this? Head. Goes there. And then real easy. So let's get that done with. We'll have a layer. We'll pick a nice blue color. And we will search chain, because I'm not doing this by hand. Okay. How big? Certainly not that big. It's very small. It's a dainty little chain. I'm pretty sure. Now I have to look at references again. No, it's not. It's a rope. It's like a dark rope. Okay. No rope brushes? Pretty sure there is. Let's get this one. I think it'll look really nice if we make it very small. So this is a dark rope. I kind of want it, yeah, over here. And it'll come out and it'll, ooh, that's, not a color, huh? Let's try that. That's better. It goes behind. It's got some rope detail. Great. I'm going to very gently perspective it because I did do it a little too tight. Here. Like that. I'm kind of loving the new conspiracy theory about him being a siren. That's not true, but it's the idea. I mean, it's close, right? Leather strap. Okay. Well, this texture's not too bad, I don't think. I like the bumpies. I think we're very, very close to done. I think we're extremely close to done. And then we have to get into the program to rig, but I need to work on the hand. I need to work on perhaps some different arm poses. But otherwise, this is looking fantastic. I'm very proud of this, actually. I'm extremely proud of this. So I'm going to call it here for today. We've had our great stream. I had a fantastic time. Thank you everybody for showing up. Obviously means the world to me. I'm still kind of like blown away by where we are. Again, this is a style that I simply haven't done or don't do. This is all experimentation for me. I am not used to this, and I'm really happy with the results. I'm glad I'm stepping out of my comfort zone like this because wow. So, I will see you guys soon. 12 likes on an art stream. Holy cannoli, okay. And I will see you on Friday for our tarot stream. And I am so so grateful to all of you for being here with me. Okay? Proud of you. Thank you very much. I'm proud of me too. So, again, I'll see you on Friday. And have a great week, okay? We'll be able to meet up and talk at the end of it where you can relax, get ready for the weekend. So, I'll see you soon. Bye 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 bye.